Hey, what's up? Part two. Um, there was a story I want to tell in the last one. I just didn't have time, but there was this woman, and this is how religion fucks you up so much. It actually gets you to vote against your own interest in this country. Um, and this woman, she was on the Religulous DVD, and she said the most ignorant shit I've ever heard in my life, which was they put it. She was out there praying, doing the hand thing. Ooh, I love the Invisible Man. And they put a microphone in front of her face, and she says, "I don't know much about politics, but I'll vote for George Bush because of his faith." And I felt as soon as I heard it, I could feel myself getting dumber. Like I had to stop. I hope they didn't keep the camera on this woman because I could feel my IQ lowering as I watched this dumb bitch. There's another woman that I'll link in the description who said that she didn't want to vote for Barack Obama because he didn't have enough faith in the Lord. Now, who gives a fuck about the economy or jobs? And actually, that came up in the interview where the woman doing the interview asked her, well, your husband has got a small business and Barack Obama's policies are actually going to help him. What if you vote for John McCain and he wins and your husband's business goes over? She goes, the Lord will provide for us. The Lord will take care of us, It's, people vote, these fucking Christian rednecks vote on two issues. Can I keep my Bibles and my guns? Because that's what I want, I need my Bible to help me masturbate into the barrel of my gun. I loves my gun. I loves my gun. They're fucking dumb. Then at the same time, what really weirded me out about people when it came to delusions like this was the Patriot Act. The Patriot Act got rid of freedoms, actually took freedoms away from people for this bullshit veil, this illusion of safety. And people were fine with that. I've actually talked to people today. I'd rather be safe than free, But you're not really fucking safe, alright? It's an illusion, alright? If you were really safe, how the Patriot Act wanted you to fucking think you were safe, then how do you explain the fucking what the fuck was he? The Times Square bomber. That dude, all he had to do was build the better bomb, and he would have gotten away with it. And people are like, we're safe. George Bush kept us safe for 8 years, neglecting the fact that it was really, October? It was like 8 years or no, 7 years, 3 months. I'm fucking shitty at math. And people neglect that fact, There's even people who say today that George Bush inherited 9/11. They think that Bill Clinton was actually president during 9/11. People are fucking retarded, alright? And there's people who believe that, and then there's some people who believe that because Bill Clinton didn't do his job, George Bush didn't get the right information, and shit like that. Just crazy shit. The dude had all the information he needed. He didn't read the reports because he couldn't be bothered. He was on vacation, and the fucking plane flies into it. 2 planes flying, or 1 for each tower. But anyway, people build up this illusion that of what their world is, and it's really not that way. People are all like, prayer will get you out of any situation that you can find yourself in. The Lord will help you out. You cannot wish away certain things in the world, alright? You can't pray away the fact that everybody eventually, over a long enough timeline, is gonna die. Alright? You're gonna die, I'm gonna die, everybody's gonna fucking die. You ain't praying that shit away. So, how the fuck are you gonna say, because Christians inherently believe this, that this life is just a test. It all doesn't matter. It's all gonna be rewarded in the next life. Well, you know what? That shit all sounds nice and fantastically good, but it'd be nicer if you got up off your fucking knees, take your hands apart, and use them to help other people. You know, even though people are always asking me about that, you know, because I don't vote, I don't go to charities, I don't help out people. And people ask me why, you know. They ask me too, why aren't you a Democrat? Why are, you know, if you don't like the Republicans so much, why aren't you a Democrat? Or, you know, or at least not, why aren't you an independent or something? I don't vote for any fucking reason whatsoever. Ever. Because all you're doing is voting the same shit in a different name. That's it. It's what I see it as is polishing the brass on the Titanic, right? Because this country we live in, I'd say give it another 25, 30 more years, it's fucked, alright? We'll be like Africa, you know, asking the fucking English to send us, you know, care packages and shit, you know. This country's fucked, alright? Beyond repair. This change, yes we can bullshit. That's all it is. Polishing the brass on the Titanic. It is fucking sinking. You cannot save it. It is fucked. Don't look for it to change. It's these people that say change. Yes, we can. They're the fucking problem because they get you all distracted thinking, oh well, you can make a difference. You can make a difference. You know, there are so many problems with this fucking country. You couldn't probably fix one of them. You're gonna fucking save the country. It's fucked. It's going away. We're all done. All right. It was a nice empire while it lasted. We had a good run, but well, you know, it's fucked. We're gone. You know, the only way, just barely, you could probably save it. And I'm fucking sorry I'm even suggesting this. Is to just take over all the other countries and just make them the the United States of Earth. And it would be like, you know, we all use the same money, we all speak the same language and shit, which would be a fucking horrifying, like a Nazi Germany type of mentality. But it's fucked up in the way people think how this shit is gonna go down, and what's gonna happen, probably, is when the country fucking collapses eventually, following their bullshit greed economy of capitalism and fucking people over, that the people either A, they're gonna catch on and they're gonna rise up in some giant fucking riot and burn the country to the ground, or, which is the more likely scenario, B, government's gonna collapse, there'll be some fucking Fred Phelps, Ted Haggard fucker coming in going, I have a better way, theocracy, you know. And then we'll all be led at gunpoint to our mandatory church prayer meetings. And people like me who actually, you know, since I'm on the internet, there's evidence to back up my my atheism, though I'll just be at the other end, you know, where they have the witch burnings, or the, you know, non-believer burnings, you know. I'll be in the chains, being led to the fucking gas chamber, and right next to me will be the gay man and the black Muslim man. And y'all get to watch that on your jumbotrons while you're at your prayer meeting. But it's fucked up, you know. It's just fucked up how I keep seeing this shit repeated over and over and over. But anyway, that's a little ramble. I'm starting to ramble now, so I'll just spare you that and say peace and see you next time and whatnot. So, or if you'd like, leave me like a text comment, video response, and then, or give me a new idea and I can do a better video. That's why I'd like somebody, you know, type something in like a, you know, hey, this is cool, but what do you think about this? And then I'll be like, oh, well, you know, here, I'll make another video and maybe it'll be awesome. But anyway, see you.